We've been here in workshops about mathematical structure of scattering amplitude. The first week was the first week of the meeting as a whole, and it was a conference week. And then since then we had 2 weeks of a workshop. The conference had quite a few talks, 4 a day, while the workshop had only 3 talks in the whole week. And I think this is a good combination. The conference is a way to get to know what people are doing more generally, and then there is time to work and interact in smaller groups. One thing that these workshops do is they bring together people from different communities. Particularly in this case, we have here people that are doing collider physics, for example. Some people are working specifically on gravitational wave physics, and others are doing pure mathematics. And then you have people in between and working on topics that are quite diverse. What this workshop does is that it brings these people together, and then there is a situation where you see that similar tools, in particular the same mathematics, can apply to different problems.
So I was here 2 weeks. I attended every talk, including my own. And I learned something out of every talk. The format of talks is also something that I particularly enjoy here. So usually in workshops you have 60 minutes, the ball drops after 60 minutes, everybody goes back to their office. Here the talks are longer, an hour and a half. Having longer talks gives people the opportunity to ask questions, to interrupt. For the speakers, the opportunity to tailor the pace for the audience. Change perhaps on the fly what they actually want to emphasize, what they want to not emphasize, depending on the audience. And I think this is actually great.
People learn from each other in this way, in a way that cannot be achieved accidentally. If you sit in your office, you would continue to do exactly what you do, and you maybe vaguely aware due to new publications that some other things are being done and maybe related, but you not have direct interaction with the people that are doing it, and it would be hard to penetrate and understand what promise it holds for what you're interested in. So bringing people together can really drastically change that and allow to use tools that are developed in one context in another, or you just see that the problem that you're dealing with has been dealt with already in a similar context or in a different context. So that makes a big difference.
Well, in general, I think meetings or scientific meetings are important because on the one hand, this is how we exchange the latest and the greatest information. And especially the kind that hasn't been written up yet. So that's on the one hand why meetings I think are important. It's also perhaps the only way for young people to meet established names in one's field. It's always easier to have a chat over coffee than to have a chat, write an email. Would you be willing to talk to me? It's a lot easier with a cup of coffee. Yeah, here at GGI, the format has always been very relaxed, and that is actually why I think the meetings here at GGI are among the better ones. The schedule has always been relaxed I think that makes them, in a sense, singular among all the other meetings that happen in our field.
Now, there is a trend in recent years that workshops of this kind are held. This is not the only center that does that. This idea of bringing people together and creating more interaction has been very successful overall. And there are quite a few centers around the world that are doing it. Having said that, GGI has been one of the first and also has a really special character in the environment that it provides, in the history of this place, beautiful surroundings, beautiful city. So there is quite several important advantages for this center as compared to many others.